Someone make this make sense to me, because I read something that Kwankwaso said. I don't know how true this is, but I believe that a lot of the Northerners have this mindset. He said that if he runs with Peter Obi in the coming election, they will lose the election because the North does not trust Southeasterner president. And this got me thinking. If the North does not trust a Southeasterner to lead Nigeria, but they expect Nigerians to trust a Fulani leader with a jihadist mindset, we know what Buhari did. We know how Buhari presidency played out. We all saw it. He gave Fulani headsmen permission to be buying Nigerians, to be harassing farmers, to be allowing them to parade their cows everywhere. So if the North does not trust Southeastern to lead, why should we trust a Fulani, a Northerner, to be the president of Nigeria? So you see, we are in a very big mess in the country. Fulani presidents should be put on hold for now, because their mindset is contrary to the mindset of the rest of Nigerians. All their focus is about Islamizing Nigeria, and they forcefully convert Nigerians to Islam, buy Nigerians, grab their lands, chase them out of their homes, and so many other atrocities that Fulanis have been causing in Nigeria. So why should we have a Fulani president where we cannot have a Southeasterner president? Something is not right. This was why I said that the presidency should be zoned within the 6 geopolitical zones. Some of you disagreed with me. Until we have a proper structure that guides our elections and our constitution, we will continue to have this kind of mindset among the Northerners. Yes, because Southeastern are qualified to lead. Every Nigerian who is qualified to lead should lead the country. It should not be a situation of only Yoruba and the Fulani. We should deal with this situation now, because the way things are going, it's not right.
If it was Hausa, Fulani that have never produced president in Nigeria since the return of democracy, do you think there will be one Nigeria? There will never be one Nigeria. Me, I believe if it is Hausa in the shoe of the Igbo today, they will do worse than this. So the Igbo have tried so much. I could remember when the South finished 8 years, the turn of Yaradua died. Goodluck Jonathan was president. They note my people do everything possible to make sure that they dethrone Goodluck Jonathan and bring another candidate. Just little time from 2010 when a Satana take over the power alone. Look at the thing people do in the north. So it's not easy for them. The pain is there. Igbo, they really try. They really try. Let's give it to them. You understand? Forget about the insult they do. It's normal because the pain. I know the presidency will not give them anything in life. They have everything they want in life, but just that the priority of life is what? To have money and leadership. That is life. When you are rich, you must look for leadership. Leadership and life, they work 5 and 6. That's why you see people looking for leadership, not because the leadership will put food on their table. You understand? So Igbo presidency, I believe, if they play the game well in 2027, definitely they are going to become president very soon.
You see, this country is a joke. Nigeria is indeed a joke. Now, who are this group of people that don't want Igbos to be president? Who are they? And I'll be very, very blunt. I won't lie about it. Majority of them are in the Northwest. The question is, why do they not want an Igbo presidency? Why? Just why? To this group of people, I'm not saying there are not any of them in other places, so you have them, but majority of them are in this place I've just described. To them, to the Northwest, an Igbo presidency will destroy the whole idea of Nigeria becoming an Islamic state. The mere idea let me say northwest and northwest, some hardened core extremist Muslim in the northeast. Let me add them. An Igbo presidency will neutralize the face of an Islamic state in Nigeria. If Nigeria is indeed an Islamic state, how did it become that an Igbo man, President Peter? How? So, and they don't want it. That will completely negate the long-established ideology of turning Nigeria into a Muslim state, an Islamic state. That's just it. Look, as ridiculous as these assumptions seem, it's the truth. And you will see people educated, very educated, upstanding individuals that you think should be rational in their thinking, you understand me, are behaving this way. And we must find a way to stop it. And there are some people from the Southwest who believe that, they actually don't want an Igbo president. You see, why you will see some people, look, I was traveling from Lagos to Jos the other time. You could see the burning hatred, profound, the hatred is profound, that an Igbo man will not be president. Why? Because you hate the Igbo man. For what now? You just dislike the people. They don't come to your place to bomb churches. They don't come to your place to claim your land. They don't come to they are not conquerors. They don't come to conquer regions. If they are conquering, that small place in Nigeria wouldn't be Southeast. They come to your place, do their business, they die, they take them back to their land and bury them there. So what's the whole idea? What's this scare? For me, I believe if this country must transform to something different, it has to be an Igbo man. All this religious idea and tribal idea has dragged us back. Most of the presidents we have had from all these regions have nothing but, their administrations have been nothing but religious and tribal colorations. Buhari, 8 years, rubbish, simple regional conquest and regional expansion. Tinubu, rubbish, pure tribal consideration, pure tribal ideology. Same thing for every other decision, except maybe for Yaradua, who had some sense of this. So Nigeria has suffered from administrative ideologies that tend towards pure religious and tribal correlation, and it must stop.
We need an egalitarian Nigeria, and that is one that has sufficient room for every one of us. For every one of us who live in close proximity. Your religiosity, your ethnicity, they all should not matter, because it's only when we find this commonality that it becomes easier to isolate those who have oppressed us for years. This country died in 1966, but you see, the principal of this same country had students, and those students have resurrected, and they have formed the worst of the states. Now, why this country needs to die? Because if it does not die, posterity will hold us all accountable. Know that ideas rule the world, and ideas become better when it is constantly improved. The Taliban, they waited 20 years on the strength of their ideas, where forced the Americans out, even with its might. And we know that there are Talibans where they this our system. We know. They wait, just they one side, they wait. And the only thing that will stop them, the only thing we can stop them are superior ideas. So we need to form a better idea to suppress this feudal system of government. If not, many thoughts will still be born. Many tribal rulers will be forged, and many incompetent leaders will be born to do the biddings of those who have chosen to enslave you and your unborn children. So, if a revolution is to erupt and succeed, then the warriors of Southwestern region who have strongly believed in the equality will rise from its sleeping slumber to challenge the existing hegemony that has trapped all of us in this unending fight. That is the only way we can have a peaceful country. Because as far as I am concerned, this is not a country anymore.
Peter Obi can never become the president of Nigeria. Igbo man can never become the president of Nigeria. Even if they know that Igbo man can make Nigeria to look like heaven, the Nigeria would rather live in hell than to allow Igbo man to become the president of Nigeria. They are cabal, not only in Hausa land or Yoruba land or any tribe. Those cabal is also in Igbo land. that achieve from that achieve from the government, which they know that if they allow Igbo man to become the president of Nigeria, most of those things that they achieve, they will never achieve. And secondly, even if all the tribe, this is not about saying the Yoruba is not the hate Igbos or the outside hate Igbos or this tribe hate Igbo. That is why they don't want Igbo man to become the president of Nigeria. It's not only the matter. The problem here is between America and the cabal in Nigeria who achieve from the resources of Nigeria. So even if we as a common people from outside, from Yoruba, from any other tribe, accept to make Igbo man become the president of Nigeria, the America will never allow those cabal in our tribes that achieve from the resources. They will never allow Igbo man to become the president of Nigeria, because they know that if they become, many things that they achieve, they will never achieve. The same thing that they cannot give Biafra independence is the same thing that they can never allow Igbo man to become the president of Nigeria. America knows that if Igbo man become the president of Nigeria, many of the things that they get from Nigeria, many of the resources, they won't get it again. So this is not a matter of Igbo, Yoruba or Hausa or this tribe, they hate Igbos. The problem of Igbos not to become president of Nigeria is not only within Nigeria. It's not only within Nigeria. Even the America will not allow. Even Israel will not allow. Because they know Nigeria is where they are achieving many of the things they are achieving.
I don't know why the Igbos no great understand. If you stop fighting to be president, stop fighting them, come back, make we build a southern coalition. Come back, make una come back. Forget say Biafra what? My father was a Biafran army. He was buried in his Biafran army uniform. As a matter of fact, I don't know whether you know any name or you see name called Frank Opigo. Frank Opigo was the man. I want someone to correct me. Maybe Tiwa can correct me. Frank Opigo was the man that named Biafra. It's not an Igbo language. So this thing that Igbo people keep drinking and hanging on to Biafra, the name Frank Opigo, that was the man that named Biafra. That's a Portuguese language actually, which means the coastal area. So it has no meaning. He say the Igbos, he say, you know what? Okay, we could just keep that at the back door. Let's go back and get the South. Let's find a way to build a coalition. Let's find a way to get each other so that way we go expand our political horizon instead of this Biafra. Like I said, the Ogbonigwe, the Ojukwu bucket, who were the engineers behind it? I don't know if you know the man called Dr. G.B. Letton, the first industrial chemist in that area. It's an Ogoni man. He was the one I knew all the plumbers and these people in my place, a team of boys from my place who they do welding that time. They were all his workers. They all fought for Biafra. As a matter of fact, even the what do you call this man? The Biafra ambassador to UK was an Ogoni man. Chief Kobara. So what are we talking about? So the Igbos now come claim Biafra Steve. It is just exclusively for the 5 Igbo states. Now the problem where will they get with that? Instead we say, okay, fine, let's keep the name, but let's go back. Because majority of our people ran away. My elder sister's name is Windom, meaning Igbo girl. She was born in Igbo land. Because of that, we ran away. My mother, everybody. My father fought till he came back. We fought Biafra and we came back. We were all fought for the whole Biafra. It's a very few people who follow the Nigerian side. And there's a reason why they did that, which I would speak on it another day. I have all the histories of this whole thing. So with that, let the Igbos, make we just forget, say, as you are, if you be my senior brother and you do some attempt to say you offended me, and I say, Tiwa, you're not my brother again. Does that make you not my brother? Just because I was angry. Okay, if say the South, say, oh, they don't divide the thing. And the Igbos knew why they divided it. Fine. But let's come back and say, you know what, my people, make we forget the past.
Hi, welcome. All these things we are saying here, not that anybody is causing any division to any side, but it is not by force to keep people in captivity, because all these guys has been in captivity for over some years, and they keep speaking up, and a lot of you guys just don't want to listen or attend to them. The people I'm talking about here is this presidency of a thing that you guys never wanted it to be given to other region, but want it to remain in other region that all this thing is being rotated. Though it doesn't make sense when you start looking down on some region or sees some region as if they should be scapegoats to you and never want them to do the important thing. Although this leadership of a thing they were talking about here, it's not that okay, a lot of persons are trying to come there because of funds or many things in it. Those persons who wanna even come because of all these things, they are coming there because of name and many other things. You claim that these guys are majority and all of that, but when all this thing comes, there is a way you just trap them and make sure they feel not existed or not existing. Then that is the same thing you guys are even planning to do in the next one that is coming. Although if I were these guys who are passing through all this stuff this time, the next one that is coming, if you don't allow them to do it, they should just get out of this place. They should just use force. Although I know why it is very, very difficult for them to get out of this place, because they have been trying to take themselves out of this mess and all of this thing they have been through. But the thing that is dividing them most is the same people that are from their own side. They are not united in their own side, so it is very, very difficult for them. And the thing they are facing today is not that it is people from different region that is even holding them back. Their own same people that are supposed to be speaking up are the same people that are drawing their own person back. Anytime anybody from their own side has contested or want to be something big, or you will see there is someone from their own side that will come and be against them. Although all this thing may be like something like it cause, because that is what I always see or know this thing to be. Because if you are doing something and it is your fellow person from your side that is, attacking or trying to get you out of that position, that means those things is caused because once the person that is trying for that thing now emerge and become the winner, you that is very, very close to that person will be the one to enjoy. But these southeasterners and the leaders, they choose not to support their own person and be against those people. That is why it is difficult. And if these guys have also decided that they don't want to be part of this union anymore, the same people from their side who never wanted them to be in this game too will go behind and expose them. That is why I say all this thing is a cause, and the only thing that can get them out of this is not only prayer and anything, but it is when they start unite or start coming together with themselves or talk to themselves without any sentiment. Because I see that they are so sentimental at times. Not every one of them, but some of them are sentimental. That's why it is difficult for them to tell themselves the truth. Although if your brother or anybody that is from your side do anything wrong to you, just close eye, tell the person the truth, and the person will know and never repeated the same thing he is done or he may have done before. So that is all this we're saying. Not that you are trying to say, okay, you are sentimental, you this and that. There's a way you just get yourself out of all this stuff that you just going on, but you are making it difficult for yourself because you are so sentimental. I mean, some of you, not every one of you, because I've stayed with most of you before, and what I have seen why staying with you is good thing. So some bad people among you that have made you guys to be scapegoats to the Hausa and many other guys, you guys should just consider them that they are not part of you, so that you guys can move on. That is all I can tell you for now. And if you have anything to say, every place, they open for you. Thank you.